So I says, yo, haha, it's all in the words.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yo, I've been wanting to do this video for a little while now. The reason why I've been wanting to do this video is because I would say a little while back, maybe a few months, I was watching a video from a young lady that, I would usually watch for entertainment. And she had made a video to where she asked her viewers, what should she do next? Now, I want to let you know that I'm not bashing her. I'm not bashing her at all. And when she wrote that, when she made that video, I had responded, and ever since then, I've been getting different responses from other people, and I wish I knew which video that was. As you can see, you see all these red lines under the videos. Those are the videos that I watched. Hold on. Okay. Smoking people in Dallas, Texas. Smoking people in Dallas, Texas. Hold on. Here it is. So yeah. And my response to her, she was like, what should I do? Should I do positive videos, prank videos, or something else? And so I was like, do positive videos. It's getting dangerous out there, and people just, they're crazy. They're gonna pull out guns and knives, and even when it comes down to laying hands on you, something like that. And so, not probably. Okay, my response is, Lex, do positive things. Our people need to be on a better level. Alright? And I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and as you can see, it's still scrolling. Okay. Um, I got into one conversation with somebody who went totally to the left, and I mean, just off the the whole what do you call it? Anyway, they hit me up and they was like, "What do you mean, my people?" And I was like trying to explain to them, basically, folks that look like me, you know what I'm saying, that come from my culture, folks that even are in the same tax bracket that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? When you look at life and you see that things are split between the haves and the have-nots, my people are the people that are in the level of the have-nots. You know what I'm saying? We've had the struggle here and there. Basically, my people are the people that need all the motivation that they could possibly get. And that person still responded with some shit that was like way off. And so instead of going back and forth, I just kept it real, kept it positive, and, didn't respond back. Well, I made one more response, kept it real, kept it honest. And it was just, like, well, thank you for, responding back anyway, and hope you have a good day, some shit. So anyway, this is the reason why I wanted to make this video, because I had stopped watching her videos, her pranks, until I saw this video here of her talking about she had surgery. And the first thing she did was, not the first thing, but, in the beginning of the video, she was like, "I got shot." And I was like, oh, what the fuck? And then she was like, "I'm just joking." So I didn't, find that funny. And as you can see, I didn't watch any other videos until, like, I didn't find this video until, I would say, like, sometime last week. So, and it's a charitable video where she's paying people's rent for a month. Alright, so I've always been curious about, celebrities. Celebrities, they make money, whether, they're a sports celebrity, actor, actress, whether they are in the music industry or not. There's people that make money. And so I've always been like, who's doing what? And I never really took the time to see who was doing what. And, as you scroll down, you kind of see little videos here and there that might, let me know of individuals who are doing charitable things. I just typed it up today, so I didn't really get into it. But I think it's important that we try to help somebody as much as we can. There's different ways of doing it, and in an everyday thing. You can give somebody, you can welcome somebody. You can greet somebody. You know what I'm saying? You can compliment somebody. You can help somebody with directions. You know what I'm saying? You can do all kind of things to help somebody. And speaking of helping somebody, it's like today. This is a concert here on Second Life, and this is live. Is celebrating Michael Jackson's would be 65th birthday, and so the young lady that putting this together had asked me if I would DJ for them, and I said yeah, I would, but there was a misunderstanding, and I was like, yo, I thought you wanted me to DJ afterwards. And she wanted me to DJ, before, like to warm the people up. And so I felt bad that I couldn't help out. You know what I'm saying? I felt bad that I misunderstood where she was coming from, and or I misunderstood what she really wanted from me, and that's just the type of person that I am. And so here it is, like there's little things that we could do every day. Reminding someone to do something that might be important to them or to somebody else. It could be a number of things. And so I tried to be the best person that I can be. It's like, it's not a hard thing to do. You know what I mean? It really isn't. But some people, it seems like it takes so much effort for them to do something. And it's like, for real, for real? Are you serious? And I was like, man, I don't get it. If you can do this every day, if you can do that every day, why can't you focus on doing, something decent for somebody else? Why can't you do something unselfishly? Do something unselfish for somebody else? And so I sit back and I'm just like, man, I don't understand how people can be so, the word callous comes to mind. I don't know the real definition of it, and I ain't trying to sound smarter than I am, so let me try a simple word. I don't know how people could be so nonchalant or careless or I don't see how people can just give no fucks about the next person. You know what I mean? It's like, I remember, I think it was like a week ago, how they was talking about so many people that was hospitalized over the weekend because of the heat. And it's like, man, it's rough out there. It's really, really rough out there. And so I'm constantly trying to figure out how to help somebody. I had a few YouTube channels where I posted slideshows of models, and obviously people were liking it. I was getting views and subscribers, and YouTube removed like 3 or 4 of those channels. It was either 3 or 4 of them, and pissed me off because I'm like, man, somebody liked those videos, and that was nice of her. This young lady right here, her name is Donnie. Here on Second Life, just to get off the topic, that's what I meant to say earlier about that guy that hit me up on that Lex comment. He got off the topic, but it's like Donnie was on my friend list, and what I mean by friend list is here on Second Life, you can friend people, and befriend somebody, and they'll be on your list of friends. And when they're online, you'll see that they're online, and then you have a list of everybody all together, and whether they're online or not, that list is right there. All right, so I've been tripping over this friend list for years, because I've been on Second Life for like over 11 years. 11 years and 5 months. And so when I look at my friend list, and let's put it like this, I have rented land on Second Life, and I've opened it up to the public, and I've had events, and I've asked people on my friend list to come to these events, and I might get maybe 4 or 5 people, you know what I'm saying, that would be interested. And it's like 4 or 5 people out of over 100 people, you know what I'm saying? So there it is. It's like, man, I've been cutting people from my friend list ever since. And it got to the point where I was getting pissed off about, it's like even if I'm saying hello to you, like, hello, how are you? What's going on? What's new? You know what I'm saying? Just a random act of kindness, and they don't respond, but yet they'll hit me up later that day and ask me, you know what I'm saying, to come to a party. And what I mean by ask me, it's like, we got this thing where you highlight your friend list, everybody that's on your friend list. And once you get them all highlighted, you offer them a TP. A TP is like a teleport to a certain party. And I'm like, so I'm saying hi, I'm trying to check up on you. You ignore that. You know what I'm saying? Or you're too busy for that. But when you want me to help fill your club, when you want me to help fill your club, you know what I'm saying, it's no problem for you to hit me back, and you know what I'm saying, on your own terms. And I would get salty about that. So I've been cutting people's cards, and a card happens to be a person's information, and that's how you have people on your friend list, because you have their information, you have their card. Once you friend somebody, you get a copy of the card. And so Dawnie, she happened to be one of the people that, she wouldn't respond, but she'll send a mass TP, whenever her restaurant was open. And so I unfriended her. But as you see, we're here together in the same place. And she greeted me. I was AFK, but she still greeted me. And that's why I was typing back and was responding. She was saying it was a good concert. And I was saying I agree. So anyway, when I say random acts of kindness, what she did was a random act of kindness. She saw me, and no matter, it didn't matter that I had unfriended her, she still greeted me. Not everybody can do that. I've had people be like, when they see me, they hit me up and be like, why'd you unfriend me? And it's like, you was not being friendly. You know what I'm saying? And a whole little argument might start, but I don't like arguing. I feel like I sound stupid when I argue. You know what I mean? I don't think of shit to say back to a person so damn quickly. It takes me a minute. So I don't like to argue. So anyway, as we get back to this topic here, I remember watching videos of guys. It was two guys that would cut yards. Just ride up and down the street in whatever neighborhood, and when they see a yard that needed to be cut, they cut it. And I was like, yo, for real? This is one of them. His name is Al. His channel is Al Blades with a Z, BLADEZ. And I was like, yo, and I noticed that he just didn't. It wasn't the race of a person. You know what I'm saying? He just did whatever yard he happened to come across. And so I was like, are you for real, for real? That's what's up. And so here it is, back to Lex. Lex, if you don't know how YouTube's algorithm is, if you watch a person, basically 10 or more times, then, they'll sit back and be like, well, we're going to put them in the rotation so you can see their videos. And, her channel is popular. So I'm like, yo, if you send out positive vibe to your viewers, then just think of how many people would take that positive vibe and pass it on to somebody else. That's my thinking. That's just my thinking. And so I'm just sitting here and I'm like, yo, if you ask people to give you some feedback, and we give you some feedback, but you don't want to fuck with that feedback, you know what I'm saying? I still have to give you that respect, because it's your channel. You know what I'm saying? You could easily be like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I don't want to do that. I'm going to do what I want to do. Because it's your channel, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm not mad at her. That's what I said in the beginning. I'm not trying to bash her. As a matter of fact, if you like to watch people do pranks on other people, come check her out. You know what I mean? This young man right here, his name is Reginald something, but he goes by Destroying. And he was a kicker in college. And then he opened up a YouTube channel. And when he did this was during the time that the colleges were not allowing people to make a profit off of their own name. And so they gave him a choice. Either keep your scholarship and, do football, or do your YouTube. And he chose to do his YouTube. He was like, yo, it's, the freedom, what I'm saying, of not being, I want to say, doing something that you really like doing for people that's not going to give you an ultimatum is better. And that's what he went for. And his YouTube channel was popping then, and it's still popping now. And I believe he was on maybe some sports channels, and they told his story. And right now he's pretty popular with other, pro athletes. There was a sports team in Canada that was going to give him a spot on their team. And what was fucked up about it was that they brought him there just for the status of his name and what he could bring, to the table with his popularity. And they didn't keep him, but it was still, that was exactly what they were trying to do. And it was fucked up. That was real fucked up. So as athletes, there should be a school for athletes, for young athletes, to teach them how to, manage their money and manage their team. Not their athletic team, but, your managers, your attorneys, your advisors, all that shit, So that way you have a small circle that's really looking out for you. And so the reason why I bring up this young man's name is that he does these one-on-ones where there's a receiver and a defensive back, a DB, and what they do is he'll give out like $10,000 to the winner at the end of the day. Now, I love that. I think that's great. Very charitable. He gives people a platform to get their name out there and to show what they can do athletically. But the only thing I don't like is that every now and then, or a lot of the time, there's people calling each other the N-word. And I use the N-word or the B-word in privacy within my own home. But like on a video like this, I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to say those two words. I'm not going to call anybody those two words while I'm putting something out in public that's out of self-control. And so if I was around kids, I would want to promote some of the most positive things. And so that's the only thing that I don't like about what he does. You know what I'm saying? Is the fact that he uses that N word, like it ain't nothing. And I'm gonna tell you another short story. I had some nephews and some nieces that I wanted to be a good role model for. Meaning, I applied for Job Corps because I didn't want to be out on the streets, and I didn't want to work 2 or 3 jobs that wasn't going to get me anywhere, get me comfortable. And I didn't want my nephews and nieces to see another person in their family struggle. So I wanted them to see somebody that was in their family that made some decent choices to get off the street and to get somewhere where they can springboard into another level of life of comfort. And I did that. And when I got back home, they had seen what I had done, and they seen the things that came along with it, with my choices that I had made, the good and the bad. And I told them, I'm like, man, I did this for y'all. It's like, I thought it was important for y'all to have some, to have a role model, or have somebody that you can say, they did this, they did that, and this is where their choices had led them to. And, this video is all about, doing something for somebody else, being unselfish. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you go to work and you work hard for your money, you know what I'm saying? The government is going, hold on. Okay, I had to turn the volume off the voice. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. So you go to work, you make your money, you cash your check, the government gets its portion of the money, city and state gets its portion of your money, and then you gotta pay for your livelihood, rent, utilities, things like that, and then you're supposed to have something left over, right? Now, even though you're supposed to have something left over, you still gotta take care of your groceries. You still gotta get your clothes washed. You gotta have everything to keep your house clean. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have your groceries. You need everything out of that check to make sure that your livelihood is in check. Well, what you have left over, it's hard to sit back and say, I'm gonna do something. Whoa. It's hard to say that I'm gonna do something financially for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where a lot of people just will not do it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's $20 here, $20 there, they might do that. But there has been so many times when your own family or people that you would call a friend would sit back and be like, man, you asking for $5. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta put that in my gas tank or whatever. So you asking for 10, you asking for 20. You know what I'm saying? You better not ask for $50. You know what I mean? You ask for more than 10 or 20 and you really fucking up then, you know what I'm saying? You ask for more than 10 or 20, yo, you gonna get cussed out like it ain't nothing. So it's like when you can't help somebody out financially, then you gotta look towards something that is going to help them grow as a person. That's why my channel was called Growing with Podrey, because I talk my shit. But the shit that I'm talking, I'm hoping that it's going to go into the mind and the spirit of somebody else, and it'll plant a seed, so then that way that seed will grow into something positive. You know what I'm saying? And when it gets to a certain growth, then a person can share that with other people. You know what I mean? And I'm just hoping that people can learn how to help themselves to where they get to the point where they can live comfortably and help other people. You know what I mean? It's like, it's something that we can do every day. It really is. And if it's not every day, then do it once a week. You know what I mean? And if you really don't have it, then you can do something once a month for somebody else. Regardless, we gotta help each other out. I don't want to see people on city state assistance. When I talk about this whole war that's going on between the haves and the have-nots, I'm like, if we don't ever have to speak about the people who are not doing anything for us, then we'll be in a better position. I don't like watching the news, because anything that I could imagine that's going on, I know it's going on. I don't care if it's rape. I don't care if it's kidnapping. I don't care if it's a shooting. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being dark right there. But even with politicians, anything that I could think of a politician doing, I know one of them is doing it today, right at this moment, or right at this moment that you're watching this video. Anybody that got money, I could think of all kind of things that they could be doing, whether it's good or bad. And I believe in my whole heart, I believe in all my essence, that they're out there doing it, whether it's a good thing or bad thing. So I don't want to be reminded of it. You know what I mean? But what I do like to be reminded of is when people get together with their resources and their plans, and they're able to create something that's going to help themselves and help somebody else without any city-state assistance. You know what I mean? Then I'm like, yes. Some people, they take it to a level of colorism. If you're not the same color as I am, then we're not doing anything for you. And I disagree with that. It reminds me of Killer Mike, and I've told this story a lot of times on my videos. or off and on in my videos. Killer Mike did a show on Netflix to where he had said his grandparents had always wished that we could go back to segregation, only because brown folks couldn't spend their money in non-melanated stores. We had to spend our money within our community. But nowadays, we're so busy being consumers that we're recycling the money back to the people who are hurting us. So it makes no sense to do that. It makes more sense to recycle that money within a circle of people that's going to help you in the end. And so it's like, out of all the intelligent people in the world, we gotta do better. We have to do better. I don't know when, but we have to. And I hope it's soon. And I hope it's without bloodshed or a lot of pain. You know what I'm saying? Because people are going to fight for their riches. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much riches they have, they're going to fight to keep it. So it's like, if you can do what you got to do without disturbing those folks, then let's do it. You know what I mean? I'm like, I like the whole idea of going off the grid. And I'm not meaning like going off the grid to be like a hermit, but I'm talking about, getting away from society as much as possible. I'm not talking about giving up the internet or giving up certain things. What I'm saying is, you keep those things available, but you don't have to have them in your face all the time. I wish when I was younger, somebody had taught me how to hunt for my own food and how to clean, animals, that clean whatever I caught. When I watch videos, I like to watch videos, catch and cook videos where you catch your food and you clean it. I like watching survival shows where people get dropped off and, they gotta hunt for their food, trap for their food, and, then they gotta clean it and find a way to preserve it, things like that. I wish somebody had taught me those skills, because it's a level of independence that's priceless. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how many ways can we create energy without city or state assistance? Well, you got windmills and you got hydro, which is, water mills. You know what I mean? Windmills and water wheels. Those two things right there can create energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's fucked up that we gotta pay for water. And it's fucked up that, we gotta be careful about the water that we drink. Because, industry has fucked up the underground water. Or even free flowing water from creeks. You know what I'm saying? If industry is uphill, then all of its dirt and grime is going to come down with that water. So it's crazy, man. It's like, I don't know, man. I'm just passionate about this shit. And I can go on and on and on, but I'm not. I'm going to end this video here within the next few seconds. But like I said, I'm not trying to bash anyone. I just want to motivate someone to help somebody else, to help themselves in a better way. Fuck getting credit cards, fuck getting loans from banks. It's like, yo, it may be a slow process, but saving $1 or $2 here and there is going to eventually become $10 to $20, which will eventually become $100 to $200, which will eventually become $1,000 to $2,000. You know what I'm saying? If you got a plan and you got patience, then you could save $1, $5, 20 cents, 50 cents. Every time you break $1, you're gonna have some loose change. Put that loose change away. Every time you break $5, you're gonna have loose change. Put that loose change away. $10, $20, $100. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you go get you something to eat, let's say you go to a restaurant, whatever change you get back from that, put that away. You know what I'm saying? Have you a safe, keep it organized. It's like, okay, I bought food with this, here's a change from it. Let's put this in a container for food so I can save, and eventually one day it'll go back towards food. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with your bills. If your bills was $400 and you spent, let's say your bills came to $370 something bucks, and you took $400, then that left you with 20 something bucks. Well, you take that 20 something bucks and you put it in a separate jar for your utilities, and then eventually that might help you later on when you're trying to engineer something that's going to help you reduce the cost of your utilities. You know what I mean? It's like a person's way of thinking can change their lives forever. You got some people that keep beating their head up against the wall when there's a door, an open door right next to them. It's like, why are you walking into the wall when there's an open door right next to you? It doesn't make any sense. Or they're walking into a glass, like a pane of glass, and there's an open, like a space between the glass. It's like, man, it's like right there. You don't feel the breeze going between there. So a person's way of thinking can either, trap them, hurt them, or it could free them. And that's what growth is all about. It's really about learning how not to hurt yourself, learning how not to hurt other people. When you start to grow, you start to learn, and learning is the key to a lot of things. So that's what this video is about, man. It's about all this, a combination of all this. And like I said, I thought I was gonna be able to DJ, and I got all prepared, and I got my feelings hurt. You know what I'm saying? I got into my feelings and was like, oh man, so I missed my chance to help you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just one of those things. So anyway, I'm gonna finish this concert, and I hope you have a good day, hope you have a good night, and I hope you have a good morning. Take care. Peace. Oh. And yes, this is Second Life. It's a 3D platform. It's free. You just gotta take some money to get your avatar in check or whatever. But you can watch videos about Second Life. Here's my avatar right here. DJ Poetic. I'll give you a closer view. Boom. That's my avatar right there. Your avatar is the image that someone sees that represents you. So anyway, like I said, have a good day, have a good night, have a good morning. Peace.